driving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good afternoon. Is that you, Ingrid? I am just going to give it another minute. Just one other minute. I don't know how long this will be or how short it will be. I'm not even quite sure what I'm going to talk about yet. We'll get there. We'll get there. All right, I'm just waiting till the 2-minute mark and I'll go ahead and get started. Hey, Chris, it's good to see you, brother. I'm going to shave my head this week. Yeah. Time for a haircut. I haven't been to a hairstylist in a long time. Last time I was at a hairstylist, it was to get all my hair cut off. It was really long. That was the first time in a long time. All right. We're there. Let's go and get started. This isn't really a daily trudge. This is just some things that are going on with Dion. But welcome, either way. And if you're here watching the rewatch or the live, please say hello. And that would be great. Yeah. Yeah, it's out of control. See, I got these wings now. I won't call it what I usually call it because some people might get offended. I don't want to offend people. No, we wouldn't want to do that. All right, let's get to this. The last 3 days, my nightmares have been abnormal. And in other words, they've been worse. Today, my alarm was set for 7 a.m. I heard it. For some reason, I decided to sleep till 12:15. And this happens, things like that happen to me quite often. And I have a lot of people that call me different. They never say it to my face because they just don't seem to have the nuts or the balls to say things to my face. I don't know why. Oh, because you're name calling. Oh, that's why. I get called lazy. Yeah. People ask my wife all the time, why do you do that? Right? Somebody just tried that, and they felt the full force of my foot up their ass. Okay? Don't interfere with other people's relationships. God. At the present moment, my wife is the only person in this world that I actually trust because of what I go through. Right? I'm going through a day of why do I make friends when they just disappear anyway? They just stop talking to me for some reason. I never get it. I don't understand it. And that's why it makes me feel like an enigma. I was telling my wife earlier, I have never felt so lonely in the fellowship, ever. I've never felt so lonely. I've been having a hard time feeling any connection when I go to meetings. You know, and even that's hard for me. You know, show up 10 minutes early. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Nobody says hi to me. Kind of makes me feel left out. And when I'm on days like this, I notice little stuff like that. Yeah. I haven't been hiding the fact that I'm going through stuff. Not one person's reached out. The only person that has asked me if I'm okay in the last 5 days is my wife. My phone doesn't ever, I can't say that though, because Chris calls me like once a week. I don't always get to answer, but Chris, I appreciate those phone calls more than you know. Just because the person doesn't answer doesn't mean they don't appreciate it. I'm telling you. Especially if it's like and that was good. I'm glad Chris was here, because otherwise my mind would have been like, nobody does that for me. And God reminded me that that does happen. Right? Stupid God. Trying to give me the right answers. Jerk. I hide behind my humor. Otherwise, I would be yelling and screaming right now. But I don't feel like yelling and screaming anymore. This isn't about anger, although I am frustrated. No. I'm trying to find my place in this whole big world, and I can't seem to find it. And, I already feel bad enough that I can't handle a part-time job. I don't need to hear it from other people. You have to be sorry about eating dinner. I can't hear you, Chris. Hi, Facebook user. Hi, Facebook user. So what is an enigma? What is an enigma? A person or thing that is mysterious, puzzling, or difficult to understand. Yes. I'm finding it difficult to understand myself. I do a lot of hard work in this program. I give a lot. And where other people call me lazy, I see sacrifice. I give up a lot of things to do this. Okay? And just doing this right here costs me $75 a month. That kind of keeps me broke. You don't see me peddling for money. I quit asking for donations. I'll tell you why I quit asking for donations. Because it hurts when nobody donates. So I took it out. I'm tired of being hurt. So I'm a little frustrated right now with life. I just don't understand why my life continues on this way, even though I'm changing and I'm doing things. When you don't even feel normal amongst your alcoholic friends, and things are kind of weird. I don't want to say fucked up or anything like that. No. But it is, sometimes I think people just tend to think that either I don't go through things or that I can handle everything on my own. Or they just leave me alone. Another thing that makes me feel like an enigma is when somebody comes across and says, "Hey, Dion, these people over here doing all this stuff to me," and we talk, we get it settled. And yes, that other person was doing the wrong thing and it wasn't right. Then suddenly they're not talking to me and they're going to have them as a speaker over there. Don't stop playing these games with me. Stop playing those games. See, in the field of recovery, things need to be reciprocal. Okay? Do you know what reciprocal is? I apologize. That sounded very demeaning, and I did not mean for it to sound that way. I apologize for that. I was kind of fucked up. Okay? Yeah, of course you know what it And so sometimes I wonder, if I'm on the right road. And most of today, I just wanted to shut it all down because it's the easiest thing to do, right? But it wouldn't solve a problem. It wouldn't solve anything. In fact, it would just probably cause more confusion than harmony, right? What the fuck, Dion? There are times when I take on stuff like this homeless and vet's house that I tried to work on, and it becomes too much for me. And then I reach out and ask other people for help, and I just don't get any. Oh, I love to help. Well, you got to pick up your phone. The other thing I'm getting kind of tired of is people reaching out to me to help them with something just to drop me like a hot fucking rock after I help you out a little bit. See, the thing I'm having with the problem I'm having with the house is I was talking to one of my fellows and they proceed to cut down people on food stamps. They started to cut down people that need the government assistance. I'm one of those people. And then they turn around and talk to me about commitment to a church. You came to me because of my commitment to the program. I've shown my amount. I'm 52. I am not a 17-year-old that needs to prove anything to you. You either want what I have or go away. It's really that simple. Sounds kind of mean. Hey? But I thought everything was altruistic. No, it is not. Not everything's altruistic. Okay? There is such a thing as reasonable expectations. And one of those reasonable expectations is that if you say you're going to do something, you do it. Okay? But on the other hand, then I look at myself, I'm like, Dion, you said you were going to do this. You didn't do it. Then the shoe gets on the other foot. And this is where I start to get confused. See, I can put that stuff together. But there's a portion in the business that I just don't understand. And nobody will work on it with me. Oh, well, you have to, you need to show your commitment to me. Fuck you. No. I commit myself to God. That's it. Well, except for my committed relationship with my wife. But that's something different. I've also been committed. Again, a different word. A lot of commitment there. I don't know. Sometimes, and especially on these days, this world's just confusing to me. I don't understand. I really don't. Dion, please get sober. Y'all go. All the people that begged me to get sober aren't around. There's only one person around. That's my wife. I'll see my kids. I hear from my parents. Okay. I have a brother. I have 8 brothers and sisters. I don't hear from any of them. In fact, I'm getting ready to remove them from my Facebook because if you want to know me, then you have to know me. And if you're family, then I feel like you have a little bit of an obligation to maybe go a little bit further. And I've reached out to every single one of them. Okay. So there again, I was very happy the day I found out that I had 4 more brothers and sisters. It was like 5 years ago. Actually, no, it was longer than that. Like 8 years ago. Now I wonder why. Why did they even come into my life? Nothing productive has happened. In fact, it seems like they just treat me like their father. I think I remind them of our dad. I wouldn't know. I didn't meet the man. I just wanted to be a part of something, a family, a group, anything. Anything. And I don't know what they mean by the fellowship anymore, because I don't see it. I don't feel it. So I think anything from here, I'm just going to be beating a dead horse, because it would just be, more examples of being an enigma. And I think, after 16 minutes, that's driving it into the ground. I don't have an answer for it. I don't have an answer for it. And I feel very up in the air. And I don't like that feeling. I am grateful that drinking is not an option. I put it on the table for a second. I was like, fuck that. Nope. God or no God, I don't want alcohol. I just don't want it anymore. No, but I'm going to hold on to that, because my sobriety seems about the only thing I have anymore. All right. That's going to be it. Thank you for being here. Chris, thanks for hanging out. Facebook user, I'm not sure who it was, but thank you for being here. I appreciate it. All the rewatchers, thanks for hanging out too. I love you all. Peace out and have a day.